I'm back with practice today in my new space. It's not really decorated quite yet, but we'll get there. I have a brisk practice today. It's going to be fast-paced, so I hope this works and I hope I don't kick anything like the wall, but if I do, let's roll with it, okay? So let's start at the top of the mat, and we're just going to do some, let me just get yourself situated here. We'll do some warm-ups at the top of the mat. I'll do them right here so you can see me. Maybe just stand in mountain pose. Maybe lift your toes. Feet can be flushed together or hip width apart. Maybe come back. Warm up the feet just a little bit. And the ankles. Come up onto the toes. Go back onto the heels. Lift your toes. Just making sure you're rooting down through all four corners of the feet. Standing in Tadasana, finding your mountain pose. Through today's practice, we'll be breathing in through our nose and out through our nose, finding our Ujjayi breath. Really knitting our ribs down and bringing our upper abs and lower abs together. So really not tucking our tailbone, but just knitting those together just so you can feel that right in your abs. It's a nice little, just so you have a little bit of flex through your abs. Engagement, that's the word I was looking for. Keep your abs engaged. There we go. Settle in. Your next inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, drop your right arm and do a side bend to the right, stretching through the left side body. Gaze is up toward the ceiling. You can let that right arm hang heavy. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, both arms up. And then exhale, lower the arms. We're going to start to do some arm circles and we're going to incorporate the neck. So as you lower your arms, your chin goes to chest. Inhale, arms up, chin to the sky. Exhale, down. Now we're going to start the opposite direction. So inhale, arms up to the front. Exhale, down. One more time. Now we're nice and warmed up through the shoulders. And then step to the top of the mat if you're not already there. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees generously. Maybe give yourself a little hug here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to plant our left palm, taking our right palm to the ceiling, maybe bending through that left leg, getting a nice stretch on your right here, straightening through the right leg. Gaze can be up towards your right fingertips if that feels okay. Inhale in, exhale, plant the right palm, open up to the left. Bending through the right leg and straightening through the left. Inhale in, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step back. Find a vinyasa, and we'll meet in down dog. If at any time you want to skip a vinyasa here, that is perfectly fine. You can meet us in down dog. Inhale, right leg raises. Exhale, step it through. Find crescent lunge. Find your footing. Spike into that back foot. Front knees over front ankle. Inhale in. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, plant the left palm, open up for a dragonfly twist to the right. Exhale, plant the palm, step back and find your vinyasa. Each pose, we're only going to stay there for about 3 breaths. So hopefully it'll be fast paced and a little bit brisk. Your down dog, make sure that you're spiraling those upper arm bones out toward the ceiling, finding a little bit of space between your shoulders here. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, step it through. Crescent lunge on the left side. Find your footing, front knee over front ankle. Knitting those ribs down. Inhale in, twist open to the left. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the right palm, open up for a dragonfly twist to the left. Gaze is up toward your left fingertips. Exhale, plant the palms, find your vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. Pedal it out, stretch through the backs of those legs. Inhale, right leg raises. Exhale, step through. Pivot on the back foot and rise up for warrior one. Knitting those ribs down, front knee over front ankle. Pelvis is twisted to the front of the mat, neutral pelvis. As you inhale, straighten through the front leg and come forward and find your pyramid pose. And your hands can be on blocks or on your hips, or they can be down toward the mat. Make sure to keep a micro bend in that front knee. Inhale back up to warrior one. Find your footing. And if you ever feel off balance in warrior one, you can just widen your stance to feel a little more secure. Start to come up through the front or through the back toes. Lift off for warrior three here. I'm doing airplane arms because if not, I will hit the wall. Your next inhale, begin to fold forward, finding half splits. Your next exhale, plant the back foot again and find your warrior one. Inhale in, exhale, plant the palms, step back and find your vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, step it through. Pivot on the back foot and find warrior one on this side. Take the time to settle into the pose here. Front knee over front ankle. Finding space between the shoulder blades. Inhale in, start to straighten through the front leg. And bend forward, finding pyramid pose. Each inhale, find extension. And each exhale, find a little bit more of a fold. Inhale, warrior one. Breathing deep. Start to come up onto your front foot, lifting your back leg off. Finding warrior three, pressing into all four corners of your front foot. Dialing the toes of your back foot to the ground. Inhale in, start to exhale for standing splits. Inhale in, exhale, plant the back foot, come back up for warrior one. Inhale in, exhale, plant the palms and find your vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. Find your breath here. Inhale, right leg raises. Exhale, step it on through, pivot on the back foot, and open up for warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm, find a reverse warrior. Front knee over front ankle, sinking deep. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, find your extended side angle. Right arm to right thigh, not dumping your weight into it, but gently setting it on there. Left fingertips spiral up toward the sky. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Straighten through the front leg, bump your hips, and come forward for a triangle pose. You can always use a block here if need be. Opening up, left fingertips are toward the sky. And if it's accessible to you, you can take your block and launch off for half moon. Woo! Block isn't really good for me. Half moon. Pressing that back foot into an imaginary wall behind you. Maybe hovering, if that feels good. Start to come back. Trust yourself to find the ground. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel through, find your vinyasa, and meet us in down dog. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, step it through, pivot on the back foot, and rise up for warrior two. Knit your ribs down. Gaze is over your left fingertips. Front knee is over front ankle. Pressing into the back of your right foot. Inhale. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale in, exhale, find warrior two again. Exhale, find extended side angle. Rotating through that shoulder. Finding energy from the tips of your left fingertips to your left toes. Nice straight line. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Start to bump your hips to the right. I said left, so all of the stuff that I just said was backward. These are your little right fingertips. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. My rights and lefts are a little rough. Finding triangle pose toward the right. Maybe launching off for half moon. Whoopsie. My balance is really not great today, is it? Pressing that back foot into an imaginary wall. Your next exhale, come back and reverse your warrior. Inhale, we get the cartwheel forward and find your vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. Catch our breath here. Inhale, look to the front of the mat. Exhale, float or step to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Now we can have our feet flush together or hip width apart. But if they're flush together, leave a little bit of room in your ankles because we're going to sink down to chair pose. Sink low. Move your weight into your heels. We're going to twist to the left, grabbing our, putting our right elbow on our left thigh, twisting. You can even open your arms if that feels good. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Back is cracking all over the place here. Keeping our knees nice and flush together, but not dumping into one hip or the other. Inhale in, feel that shake. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Standing in this Tadasana for a moment, catching our breath. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms and step back to plank. And we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. And then push to down dog. And remember, you can always come to half plank here. You do not have to stay in plank. Inhale in, come to plank for 5 breaths. Engaging those abs. And pushing back to down dog. Really rotating those upper arm bones out. One more time, roll on through to plank. Making sure you're not sagging down. Keeping those abs engaged. And pushing through to down dog. Inhaling back to plank. And dropping all the way to the belly. Placing our elbows where our hands were. Rising up for a Sphinx pose. And pressing the tops of our feet into the yoga mat so much that our knees raise. Coming down, bringing our arms out wide, taking our left palm, pushing ourselves over for a scorpion pose. I did call the starfish like multiple times in other videos. For some reason I thought it looked like a star, and in my brain it was starfish. But it's not, it's scorpion. You have your foot in front of you or behind you. Breathing through that right shoulder. Elongating through the left side and coming through on the right. And if this is not much of a stretch in your shoulder here, you can come back out of the posture a little bit and then cactus your arm, which my shoulders are not really open, so that's really tough for me. But if you have open shoulders and you need a little more sensation, make sure you come out of the pose first to cactus and then come back. Yeah, I'm not quite there yet, but hey, you might be. Rolling back. Pushing up through plank. Dropping those knees. And we're going to come to a seat with our feet on the mat. And we're going to do a few boat bicycles. So either hooking your arms underneath you. You can be here. You don't have to actually come up to boat pose if that's not accessible to you. You can have your toes on the mat. You're still engaging your core here. Or you can hook your arms underneath your legs. Be here practicing boat. You can have your arms out long. Just making sure you're not dumping into your spine, but your spine is nice and elongated. For me, I'm going to be doing 30 boat bicycles. So I'm going to put my hands at heart center, or I can keep them overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Okay. Take a little rest here. Now I'm going to take my legs out long for a wide leg forward fold. on my mat. A seated wide leg forward fold, if you will. You can have a block in front of you, hinging at the hips, trying to keep your back nice and straight here. Folding forward. Your back, you don't need to be laying on the ground. You don't need to be folding all the way forward. Just go as far as feels comfortable to you. Trying to make sure your back is as straight as it can be. With each inhale, try to find extension. With each exhale, see if you can let go of some of the tension you feel. Inhale in. We're going to take our left leg, bring it in so our left foot touches our right thigh. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, we'll start to do a side bend to the right, opening up through the left side body. Just go as far as feels comfortable to you. Inhale, back to center. Do a counter twist or a counter move here. Counter side stretch. Open up, and then an exhale. We'll come back down. We'll switch sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we will take it to the left. Spiraling our heart open here. Now, this right hand can be on your left leg, can be on your left foot, it can be on your left thigh. It doesn't have to be. As long as you're feeling a nice stretch in the right side body, just go with it. Just go with it. Inhale up. Take a counter stretch, opening up through that left side body. Coming back down. Seat, getting a seat in the middle of the mat. Legs on the floor, feet on the floor, not your legs. And we'll roll down one vertebrae at a time, setting up for bridge pose. Bringing our feet close to our glutes as we can, maybe touching your heels here with your fingertips, snuggling our shoulder blades under our heart space. We're going to do 10, let's try 20 bridge push-ups. So remember to engage your glutes here. Try to feel like you're holding a block between your legs and engage those glutes. Now you can put a block between your legs, or you can put something between your legs to actually hold something. If not, if you don't have anything, you can just engage like you are holding a block between your thighs. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If at any point it's too much for you, you can always just rest. 12, 13, really squeeze those thighs. 14, 15, just 5 more, guys, we got this. 16, snuggling those shoulder blades under the heart space. 18, squeeze those thighs. 19, and 20, and lower. Kicking our legs up, maybe our feet are flat toward the ceiling. If that's not comfortable, maybe your shins are parallel with the ceiling here, but we're going to take our right foot and bring it over our left thigh, coming in for a figure 4 stretch, pigeon on our back, keeping our feet active. You can have your left leg raised or the shin parallel with the ceiling, taking our right elbow and gently opening through our right hip by pushing into our right knee here. Maybe you find some gentle movement. Inhaling in, letting it all go. And we're going to take our left hand to our right foot and gently come over, extending through our right arm. Gazes over our right arm for kind of a figure 4 supine twist here. If this doesn't feel good to you, you can always just drop the leg. Inhale, come back. Hug our leg in a little bit more. And then switch sides. You can either come out and switch sides on the ground or switch sides in midair. Bringing our hands to intertwine behind our right thigh. Left ankle is on our right thigh. Gently pressing our left elbow into our left knee. Finding an opening through our left hip. The more you pull in with your hands on your right thigh, the deeper the stretch will be. Inhale in here, exhale, take your right hand to left foot, opening up for a supine twist on this side. Gaze is over your left fingertips. Inhale, come back up. Hug your knee in a little bit more. Exhale, start to unravel. Bring your hands to the outsides of your feet for a happy baby. Shining that tailbone toward the top of the mat. Pressing down with your hands. Pressing back up with your feet. Finding that tension. Opening up those hips. Coming down, extending your legs out long. Finding our final resting pose of Shavasana. Letting our feet splay open. Tucking our shoulder blades underneath our heart space. Palms face the ceiling. Closing our eyes or softening our gaze. Letting our body become heavy, sinking into the mat. Relaxing through the face and the jaw. Letting the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Letting go of all the tension. tension you feel. Beginning to find movement in our fingers and toes. Rolling on to whatever side feels comfortable to you. Pressing up with your palms. Finding a comfortable seat. Hands at heart center. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. I was having a little bit of an off day, but I think it was the new space. Just a little bit of a little change for me. I was so used to practicing in my other space and having a bunch of rooms, so we're gonna try this out and see if I can settle in here. Thank you guys so much for practicing and for trusting me, and I hope you had a good workout today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Namaste.